Hey guys, what's up everyone? Welcome or welcome back again to another video from the Apex Predator Billiards Club. My name is Apex Lenio, your aspiring professional pool player and currently a billiard instructor from the island of Jamaica. Of course, in today's video we're going to be looking at a very significant moment, a very significant time in my career. I was on a real high. This was a few years back, and a lot of you guys, as mentioned in my previous video, you all wanted to see me doing a couple of break and runs. And so today I am going to be highlighting a matchup that took place between one of my most feared rival. Even today, he's one of my most respected rival and feared rival. Very aggressive player. He's from one of our parishes known as Maypen, Clarendon. His name is Damar Grant, and of course I am from Mandeville in Jamaica, but I'm under the brand Apex Predator Billiards Training. Right? Of course, my channel aims mainly to teach you the concepts of how to build your game from the lower level to the intermediate to the advanced. So of course here, this is not necessarily a lesson that I am teaching you. This is just showing you what training does for you. I've been training for years, and when I just started training, I never knew that I was gonna be able to ever do something like what you're about to witness here. And this was, I think this was about my third pack that I've ever run in my career. This was about a few years back. So I wanted to kind of just kind of guide you to my thought process. This was a very aggressive match, and let me just add a disclaimer. I actually lost this match, right? He actually dogfight out this match, and he actually defeated me on the hill, but it was a great match regardless. And of course I wanted to show you some high points. I'm going to be posting another clip. I'm also going to be posting another clip where he too also run a few break and runs, so definitely stay tuned for that. I want to highlight a lot more players here in Jamaica. Alright, so here we go guys. We are off. That was the break shot there, and I'm off swinging, making a couple of shots. Now we have a couple of problems here, but already you can see that I am already on the I already identified the problem here, and there you can see I've targeted it. I've played position into that cluster. I'm just going to be pocketing that ball here. Nicely done. Just kind of stunning the cue ball and just using the two ball there as a stopper for the cue ball. So now I have a clean shot on the two into the side, just to roll forward here and get a shot on the 4 ball. Almost kind of left myself a bit tough here though. It's never nice to bridge over an object ball, but I'm on a high. The score actually is 1-0 at the moment as we speak. The score is 1-0. So I'm actually feeling very good, because just before this actual matchup I actually won a set for about 6,000 Jamaican dollars, right? So I'm on a high, and I think that too was also one of the results to why I actually failed to win this match. I was so hyped up, I was so aggressive. I needed to be a little bit calm, and I just needed to let you know that he actually won this match. But the beautiful thing is just I want to show you how it is that I go about running the rack. Good break shots, good positional play, good cue ball control. Almost everything was on point during this pack. So a nice stun draw shot there to head below the 7, cutting that shot nicely, bumping the 8 into position. Really nice run out there. Had a few problems, recognized that the problems needed to be solved from early, and indeed the problems were solved, and this here is now giving me a 2-0 lead. Alright, just kind of settling down here. Alright, as I mentioned guys, I'm a bit hyped up, right? And this is one of the things that I learned from this match. As much as how you're playing very well, it is at this stage during the run that you need to be the most calm, because at any point here one mistake could cost me the rack. So that was rack number 1 of 4. Alright, pretty good, feeling very hyped up here though. And what I want a lot of you guys to pay attention to is the confidence being exerted at this point. All right, the way how I was moving around the table. If you notice, I'm moving quite fast. I'm very hyped up. There was a lot of talking in the background, a lot of side bettings going on in the background, and lots of persons were saying that I am not going to win, or whatever the case may be. This is just one of those matches that I enjoyed very much. I'm hoping that I'm going to show you where I actually congratulated him on the win. It was a well fought battle, and this is what makes Demar Grant the player that he is. He's a true fighter, a true sportsman, and a truly aggressive player who believes in himself even when he's down and out. Alright, let's jump back into the rack here, guys. Another nice break shot here. Not as much cluster as what we had before. In the last rack we had a cluster near the rack area, but here little less cluster, so I should be able to just move the cue ball around kind of nicely here. That's pretty good. Getting a few little nudges there. Alright, I think the cue ball is just doing exactly what I wanted to do. I cannot say for certain that I actually played for the 5 ball into the side. The cue ball just landed there. At this point, guys, I can safely tell you that I'm actually not playing using a feel system. I'm just allowing my subconscious to take over. And this is, in this match, I'm so happy that I posted this match for you, because guys, there are so many content, so many videos that I'm going to be posting that talks to you about the subconscious and the conscious mind. You know, a lot of you guys, there's a lot of players out there who train a lot, like myself, and sometimes to how much we train, we tend to depend a lot on our conscious ability, and that's why a lot of the times we don't get a chance to do the things that we know we can do. Sometimes we have to let our game become on autopilot, so that a lot of the things that we practice can be done without effort. And this is just one of the cases where I can tell you I was on autopilot here, guys. I was seeing the shots, I was seeing the position, I was making the correct decisions. I knew when there was a problem. I knew when a problem had arisen. I knew how to get out. I knew that I had to get into this area. I knew I had to play a certain shot to get into line. So this is just one of those crazy moments. Now, for example, look at this shot here. When you're using your conscious mind, you could play the shot into the side, nudge off to the 8, and you could scratch. But it so happens that the pool gods are just with me at this point, and everything was just going according to plan. As you all know, guys, 8 ball is not a game where you can say, okay, this is the pattern that you should run, this is the pattern that is best. It all depends on the player's ability, the player's perspective, the player's level of gameplay, how they're seeing the game. So there are several different patterns that can be run, but there's always one pattern or 2 patterns that seems to allow you to move the cue ball around the table less. Alright, 8 ball is a game of precision. It's not my favorite game, but it's a game that I grew up playing, and of course it has taught me a lot in terms of cue ball control, cue ball positional play. There's so many things that I learned by playing this game over the past 8 to 9 years before I transcended to becoming a 9 ball player. I still do play a bit of 8 ball, but I play less, only in competitions, but mostly I practice and teach the game of 9 ball, because that's where the knowledge really lies, in the game of rotation. Alright, back again into the rack, guys. That was a nice break shot there. Alright, as you can see now, 2 break and runs. Pretty good. I'm 3-0 up at this point. Okay, and now I'm just kind of just walking around the table, just assessing a bit of the areas. Don't want to get, you can see that at the beginning when I was moving really fast, you can see at this point I'm kind of mapping out the game here. I'm kind of looking at what is the potential problem that I need to solve, and you can see I need to get into that area there. I'm trying to find the best key ball that I can use to get onto the 8 that is lying on the top rail right here. Alright, so right now I already have my opening shot. I already know what I want to do, but I just need to make certain that I don't bump into the balls too much. And there you can see I solved one of my problems there, which was the 13 ball that was wedged up against one of my opponent's solid ball there. Alright, so problem number 1 has been solved. looking for a potential or a problem that I need to resolve. So it seems as if I'm trying to clear out that 9, so I'm cutting the 13 in, bumping the 9 nicely down there, and moving the 8 up into a pocketable area there. I'm not sure if that's the 9 that I bumped out or it's the 1, because this is an old video. I did give the video a bit of adjustment in terms of the quality, so I'm not able to clearly see what numbered balls I'm shooting at. But clearly, if that's not the 9, then it means that I basically just kind of bumped out the 8 into position, and there we go, nicely done, cutting that shot in. And as I said, guys, right here and then I'm just on autopilot. There isn't anything really that I'm doing that is conscious. I'm not really thinking about, I'm just saying to myself, I need the cue ball to get here, I need to play this part of the cue ball, this type of spin, and pretty much the ball kind of just does the work by itself. Right? And this is a thing that a lot of the pro players do. I'm not a professional, I'm aiming to be one, but I can tell you this much, guys, that right here and then, this is just one of those moments, guys, where I really outdid myself. I really played extremely well in this match, even though I lost the match. And there you can see, nice, just solving one of those problems and just navigating the cue ball nicely through the rack. And that is my third break and run. Coming up next, guys, on my channel is one of my best moments in my career. I actually was doing a race to 17. It was a 2-day event for 21,000 Jamaican dollars. And when we're posting that video, guys, where I ran on day 2, on day 1 I was at 2-0 down, and on day 2 I ran 15 games straight. It wasn't 15 break and runs, but it was 15 quality games that took every one of my opponents by storm. No one could believe, no one knew that it was possible for me to win. I was written off from day 1. And on day 2 when I came, I don't know what happened, but it just took everything on autopilot and I ran through the field 15 games straight. So I'm certain that you guys are gonna want to take a look at that, what I would call one of the most significant moments in my career, where I knew that I was made for this game, because a lot of players in my country and a lot of players who I know were never able to do or even repeat something like that. So definitely, guys, I am going to be highlighting that video, so stay tuned. All right, if you are watching this content right now as we speak and you haven't been subscribed as yet, do not be afraid to smash that subscribe button below, guys, and turn on the post notification bell. Drop a like, guys, leave me a comment, let me know what videos you'd like me to do for you. Even though I have a lot of content ideas, let me know what is your issue, what is your concern, what is your area. Maybe your problem could be my problem and it could be something that we could work on together, or it could be that you have a problem and I have the solution. I'll be more than happy to create a content for you that will be able to improve your game and develop your ability to do very well. Alright, so here I am on the 4th break and run. Well, newsflash, guys, I actually did not complete the rack. I ran it all the way down to the last ball where I got a tough shot. Well, not tough, but a tough shot to play position for the 8. And I actually bobbled the ball and he cleared the rack and run. So, yes, it is indeed 4 very good racks, 3 break and runs and 1 attempted break and run. It was really good though. And as you can see, guys, I know you're watching, I know you're listening to the commentary, but most importantly, guys, I want you to understand that this level of gameplay that I have at this point was not where I started from. I had to work extremely hard. I took a lot of beating to the pulp. I tried so hard to do everything right, and sometimes I'll play tournaments after tournaments and I'm never successful. And I never stopped. I kept practicing, I kept training, I stuck to the task. I knew that one day I would need to actually continue. I would have to continue in order for me to reap success that I have reaped during this game, this match, this career. Alright, I don't think that this is a game that I'll ever stop playing. I know I'm not yet at the pro level, but I'm aiming there. I don't know how long it's going to take me, but I'm going to do my very best. Alright, so guys, as we are coming to the end of the video, I want to thank you all for staying tuned and watching this epic moment in my career. So much more epic moments are coming. I want you guys to stay tuned. Do not forget to share the content, like, subscribe, and share. Share, guys, share my content. Let the pool community know that I exist. And there's a lot more players in my country, guys, that you don't know about, that are ferociously good, if that's correct adjective. They are absolutely magnificent players, far, far better than I am. And we are all looking for the break. We are all looking for that opportunity. So do take care. And I'll see you soon in my another tutorial video on Apex Predator Billiards Club. Peace.